Ujambo, my dear brothers and sisters, and all viewers of this video. Today is Sunday, September the 4th, 2016, approximately 4:30 p.m. I am your host, war correspondent Yeshaya Kabin, better known to most by my slave name as Eric Rice. And welcome to the Eric Rice Network. Coming to you live from the criminal operation called Joliet, Illinois. Today's subject, I'm going to touch bases on the whole Colin Kaepernick situation. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Colin Kaepernick situation, Colin Kaepernick is a football player that plays for the San Francisco 49ers. And he recently took a stance by not pledging allegiance to the flag during the flag ceremony right before the preseason games. He has been sitting down during the flag ceremony for the last few games now. Recently his teammate also has jumped on the bandwagon. I think his name is Eric Allen, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And also Jeremy Lane from the Seattle Seahawks. He has also jumped on the bandwagon and has decided not to pledge allegiance to the flag. So my hat is off to those three brothers for standing for something. Because if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. It takes a real man that's willing to stand by his morals, to stand by his convictions, to stand by his beliefs, no matter what the situation calls for, no matter what the consequences. It takes a real man to do what these three brothers are doing. And I hope they keep the fight up. I hope they keep the fight up. Matter of fact, I hope more brothers and sisters join in the fight by not saluting that flag. And also, I would be remiss if I didn't mention young sister Gabby Douglas. My hat's off to her as well. This is not the first time this has happened. If you recall, back in the 90s, there was a basketball player by the name of Magmal Abdul Rauf, formerly known as Chris Jackson, played for the Denver Nuggets. He did the same thing. He decided to sit down during the national anthem and not salute the flag. As an end result, it cost him his career. But at the end of the day, whether it costs you your career or not, you're the one that has to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why am I standing and saluting a flag that represents death to me? Because it might not represent death to white America. And I understand that from your perspective. But from our perspective, it represents death and total destruction. While you were out celebrating your independence in 1776, my ancestors was working for your ancestors, chopping cotton down south somewhere, picking tobacco, if they were lucky, for getting their asses beat or lynched in the name of your freedom. Not my freedom, not their freedom, your freedom. Those were for your freedoms and liberties. That is what happened on your day of celebration. It wasn't such a great day of celebration for my ancestors. See, I think the whole problem is white Americans, they can't look at our situation from our perspective. You're on the outside looking in. You can't see things through our eyes because you never walked a mile in our shoes. But I guarantee if you lived a day in our shoes, you might be able to comprehend, you might be able to understand why you got brothers like Colin, Kaepernick, and others that don't feel they have to salute that flag or pay homage to that flag. I mean, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, that flag means death to us. It might mean life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for you. But as far as I'm concerned, it means death to mine. That's what it means. We go all over the world in the name of democracy, waving that flag. Especially our black troops. And I'm not knocking anybody who has served the country. I'm not knocking you. I'm knocking the system. You go all over the world in the name of democracy, waving this flag. When the black man, the black woman don't even have democracy here in our supposedly own country. We don't have freedom in this country. But we fly halfway around the world fighting somebody else's war for their freedom and democracy. While you were celebrating your freedom in 1776 and your independence with that flag, our ancestors were chopping cotton down south, working for your ancestors, chopping cotton, picking tobacco, if we were lucky, if we weren't hanging from a tree or getting our asses beat. All in the name of building your country. I will say this much right here. America is the greatest country in the world. You know why? Because of my ancestors. Because of our ancestors. We made America the greatest country in the world. Our ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears made America the superpower that it is. You know why? Because you was too lazy to come over here and build your own country. You had to go to Africa to bring slaves to come over here and build your country. But you got the nerve to call us lazy. See, when you look at the flag, you look at the flag from your perspective. Your perspective is, hey, this is freedom. But you're not looking at it from our perspective. And I think if you look at the American flag from our perspective, I think if you would be honest with yourself, you will halfway understand why we feel the way we do about that flag. Because like I said, when I see that flag, I see it as a symbol of death. I see it as a symbol of death and total destruction to not only my people, but the red man and all other melanated people of color who have been destroyed in the name of America and in the name of that flag. I understand Colin Kaepernick's stance. Here we are, we're supposed to be American citizens, but we don't feel so American sometimes because the same liberties that are extended to you, they're denied us. What you get, we don't always get. We deserve the same protection under that badge and under the law and under the Constitution of the United States government as you. But if you be honest, that's not been the case for us. That has not been the case for us. So why should we salute something that seems to be false to us? Let me put it this way. Let me give you a scenario. White America. And this is by no means a racist video or anything like that. I'm being truthful. And you cannot deny the truth. Let's flip the script. Let's flip the script. Let's say instead of you coming to West Africa to gather up slaves to bring to the New World to build your nation, let's say it was Africans that went to Europe and gathered up Europeans by the thousands, by the boatloads, and brought them all to Africa to build us a nation. Let's flip the script. Let's say we brought you to Africa and worked your ass to death. Worked you from sun up to sundown. Worked your fingers to the bone. In the name of the African flag, lynched you, murdered you, did whatever we felt like doing to you, worked you to death, didn't give you a dime for 400 long years. And let me ask you this, and be honest with yourself. If the script was flipped, how would you feel about the African flag? Would you feel that, yes, this is a flag that I could pay homage to? Oh yeah, this is a flag that I can salute and I can show honor and respect towards. If you could honestly watch this video and tell me that the script was flipped, you can honestly pay homage to the African flag and show the utmost respect for the flag after everything you would have gone through if the script was flipped. If you could honestly say that, which I know you can't, we'll put this whole thing to bed and we'll be done talking about it. But if you be honest with yourself and flip the script around, you should be able to understand why we feel the way we feel about that flag. And I already know there's going to be some brothers, you know, that's going to go the opposite direction because they're afraid of losing their position. Okay, brothers like Tiki Barber and Victor Cruz, you ass-kissing Tom Negroes. I'm not talking about you, because we already know where you coming from. We already know what the deal is with you. You're going to have brothers and sisters like that. There's nothing you can do about that. But for you, for the white viewers that's watching this video, flip the script. Feel our pain. What if we did to you what you have done to us and continue to do to us? And then you tell me whether or not that flag will be worthy of being saluted to. You tell me. Well, brothers and sisters, I'm going to go ahead and end this video for now. If you like, please pass it on. Please subscribe. Till then, to the next video, Kwaheri. I'm out.